Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Rubio. Today I will share with you about tongue and mouth cancer. This type of cancer, a little history, we see, in the last 20 years, we have more than 100,000 cases worldwide. Okay? So this tongue cancer, we see, in the last 20 years, the decrease. Why? Because, patients, start declining, and one of the main factors of tongue cancer is smoke. So patients start smoking less chemicals, better diet, and the tongue and mouth cancer are diminished. It's one of the few cancers that we see they are diminished, because we don't see in lung cancer, but in tongue and in mouth and lip cancer are decreased. It's very important, the tongue, is an organ, to move and allows the people, to speak and move the food or the aliments for the swallow. You got warnings or the signs or symptoms of the tongue and mouth cancer. For example, in the tongue, you see a little ulcer, okay, and this ulcer stay in your body more than 15 days is not right. You're gonna go with the doctor, and the doctor will do a biopsy, to find if you have a cancer or not. Sometimes, we have like ulcers from viruses infection, like a herpes, that you have it for 1 week and disappear. Another sign that we need to watch is that sometimes the tongue gets a little lumpy or like a tumor. When we find a tumor or thick of the tongue, something is wrong. We gotta go with the doctor too. If we see also a little plaque, like a white plaque, okay, not like a sabura, like we have in the morning, no, a plaque or membranes, something is wrong there. So there are signs of cancer there. In the mouth too, in the mouth and the lips, same, the ulcer, ulcer for more than 2 weeks. Something is wrong, okay? You see in the ulcer like a perforation or hole, something is wrong there too, okay? So you gotta go and see the doctor immediately. These ulcers or lumps in your mouth or in your tongue, they are very painful, okay? Sometimes the patient cannot swallow, okay? Sometimes the tumor grow and don't allow the tongue to move, stay thick on one side. Patients start losing the speech because cannot move the tongue, and they gotta use the larynx to speak. So very important. So when you go to the doctor gotta do the diagnostic first. They gotta do the inspection. After that, they gotta do a CAT scan or MRI or a PET scan to find it's a tumor. From there, we have to find cells 2 ways. We can do a biopsy, or we have a test that we call, Sherlock, or Sherlock test. It's a test very fast that we can get it, this is cancer, not cancer. And this Sherlock is from gene test. We can do it by blood. The other, the traditional is biopsy. With these two tests, we can rule out this cancer, not cancer. We find cancer, we have different type of cancer. The adenocarcinomas, squamous cells, okay? Also we have lymphomas in the tongue. So we have the diagnostic, and from there, if you have cancer, immediately we gotta work. My recommendation is this: when you suspect that you have a cancer or tumor or ulcer, malignant, and you decide to do the biopsy because you don't have this test available in your town, you gotta work immediately with your own body. You say to the doctor, I will allow to make my biopsy to know what's going on, but I need the report immediately, not for 1 month later, same day. And this way you can work fast, okay? So if you develop, for example, you have cancer now, okay, so It's the three traditional way to work, was surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. But the fourth new therapy is immunotherapy for cancer, and the fifth new therapy, gene therapy. So combination of the five, you will have more opportunity to beat this type of cancer. Surgical procedure, they are very invasive. They do like we call command, they go and cut everything, take the bone, the jaw, the tongue, they gotta make flaps. It's very, very, very drastic surgical procedure. Radiation, is a local right there, chemotherapy. So, but with the new therapy, with immunotherapy, we are going to give it to your immune system aware that something is wrong, and you will have more chances. This vaccine, we call the RNA transference of the lymphocytes. So we train one lymphocyte for the new generations of lymphocytes to attack and destroy this type of cancer. And the vaccine that we create, like we do, from the blood or from the biopsy, we have the tumor cells. And in my laboratory, we harvest the cells. When the cells grow, they multiply, millions, they have like we call a protection of protein coding. They don't allow your immune system to see it. So, like we do in the Petri dish, on the box, we use a specific enzymes to remove this protein and make a receptor. And now all these tumors will have a receptor, like a little window there. Next step, from the same patient, we draw blood, and from the blood, we select or extract the natural killer cells, T cells. So these T cells, we grab it and we place it in the Petri dish. Now they will see the receptor, they will come the T cell, they will attack, they will destroy, and they will get the memory to destroy this type of tumor in the future. In about 7 days or 14 days, the T cell has the memory already in the Petri dish because they kill off the cancer in vitro. So we go there and extract the T cells and start applying the vaccine to the patient. This vaccine is autologous. This vaccine is for the own patient, okay? We grab it and apply it back to the patient. But before the patient gets the vaccine, we need to prepare the body. How? We use the same enzyme to apply to the body, and when we apply the enzyme for 14 days in a row, we are going to make a receptor on the tongue or the lymph nodes, wherever they are. So in the body of the patient already has the receptor. So we collect the T cells, we apply to the patient immediately. The T cells will be there to the tongue or the lymph nodes that will start working, attacking, destroying, and stop the cancer cells. The most important here are when these T cells attack the cancer and destroy it and stop it, the T cells in the body of the patient, they will start sending signals to the bone marrow to say to the bone marrow, hey, I need that you make an army like me. So the bone marrow, because it's a factory to produce cells, like the white cells, red cells or platelets, they will produce a new army with the new information to attack the cancer. Very effective vaccine. Okay, also in these vaccines, we have two vaccines that works very good. We call the nanomagnetic particles. So, like we do, in this patient, we harvest the dendritic cells with the nanomagnetic particles. We call like a nanotechnology. And the patient, like we do, we apply a magnet direct in the area of the tongue or the lymph nodes. When we apply the nanomagnetic particles with the dendritic cells, the attraction, because the charges, they will make a flow or lines of the nanomagnetic particles, and they will flow through the tongue or the lymph node. When they arrive, they will start spinning like electrons very fast. And when they spin, they will raise the temperature and they will start destroying the cancer by temperature. When they destroy the tumor and make the tumor in a lot of antigens, they will grab the dendritic cells, they will grab it and start attacking. Another vaccine that we use for solid tumors, neck cancer or tongue cancer, are the oncolytic vaccine. It's a gene vaccine. Like we do, we culture strains of DNA, and these strains of DNA we inject direct to the tumor. When we inject the strands of DNA in the tumor, they will replicate, and they will make to explode the cancer cells. When the cancer cells explode, millions of antigens, we have the natural killer cells and the dendritic cells to destroy. These new therapies, is very, very effective. You will have more opportunity if we combine everything together. Thank you very much.